Agriculture credit growth reaches 4-year high of 10.2% in February. Agriculture credit growth rose to 10.2% year-on-year in February 2021, data from the Reserve Bank of India showed. This has been the fastest credit growth in the segment since April 2017. Of the incremental credit extended by scheduled commercial banks on a year-on-year basis, 53.8% was provided by public sector banks and 45.7% by private sector banks.
UN chief calls for wealth tax on those who profited during COVID-19. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged governments to consider a solitary or wealth tax on those who profited during COVID-19 pandemic to reduce extreme inequalities. The fortune of the world's richest rose by $5 trillion in the past year, Guterres said. We need a new social contract based on solidarity and investments in education, social production, and health systems, he added.
Negotiations on India-European Union trade deal to resume in May, Sitharaman. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that resumption of formal negotiations on India-European Union trade deal will begin during the Leadership Summit next month. During a meeting with Portugal Foreign Affairs Minister, Sitharaman said the resumption on May 8 would be notable success for the Portuguese presidency of the Council of European Union. The negotiations have been stalled since May 2013.
Tagore Institute of Medical Science மருத்துவம் சார்ந்த துறையில் முன்னோடி நிறுவனம் டைம்ஸ் திண்டிவனத்தில் 1991 ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்ட நிறுவனம் டைம்ஸ் மருத்துவம் சார்ந்த புதிய கோர்ஸ்களை அறிமுகப்படுத்தியுள்ளது. டைம்ஸ் பல மாணவ மாணவிகளை உருவாக்கி பல மருத்துவமனைகள் பணியமர்த்திய பெருமை கொண்ட நிறுவனம். டைம்ஸ் 10th மற்றும் +2 தேர்ச்சி பெற்று மற்றும் பெறாத மாணவர்களின் வாழ்க்கையில் தன்னம்பிக்கை பெற வைத்து வழிகாட்டும் நிறுவனம். டைம்ஸ் அவர் கோர்சஸ் 10th+2 படித்தவர்களுக்கு நர்சிங், DMLT, X-ray, ECG, Clinical Assistant, Operation Theatre Assistant, CT Scan Technician, MRI Scan, Dialysis Technician மற்றும் பல கோர்ஸ்கள் உள்ளன. +2 டிகிரி படித்தவர்களுக்கு BSc MLT, BSc Dialysis Technician, BSc Cardio Care Technician, BSc Optometry, MBA Hospital Management இன்னும் பல சிறந்த வல்லுநர்களின் மூலம் பயிற்சி அளிக்கின்றோம். மருத்துவமனைகளில் செய்முறை பயிற்சி 100% வேலை வாய்ப்பு, கை நிறைய சம்பளம். இன்றே சேர்ந்து வாழ்க்கையில் வெற்றி பெறுங்கள். தாகூர் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் மெடிக்கல் சயின்ஸ், செஞ்சி சாலை, சந்தைமேடு, திண்டிவனம். செல் 9944606035.
New Zealand introduces climate change law for finance sector in world first. New Zealand on Tuesday became the first country to introduce a legislation that will require banks, insurers and investment managers to disclose impacts of climate change on their business. This law will bring climate risk and resilience into the heart of financial and business decision making, Climate Change Minister James Shaw said. Around 200 companies will come under the legislation. Indirect tax collections jumped 12.3% in the financial year 2021 to rupees 10.7 lakh crore. India's net indirect tax collections grew 12.3% in 2020 to 2021 to rupees 10.71 lakh crore, exceeding the revised estimates according to Finance Ministry. The collections, which include GST, customs and excise duties, stood at rupees 9.54 lakh crore in 2019 to 2020. The mop-up from GST of the centre fell by 8% during 2020 to 21 to rupees 5.48 lakh crore from previous fiscals rupees 5.99 lakh crore.
Ensure credit flow to stressed sector. RBI Governor to bankers. In a meeting with the heads of public and private sector banks, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das said that banks should ensure credit flow to different sectors, including stressed sectors, small borrowers, and retail. He also cautioned the bankers to remain watchful of the evolving pandemic situation. He added that the banks should continue taking measures for maintaining their business continuity. WeWork India raises 200 crore rupees from investors. Co-working space startup WeWork India has raised 200 crore rupees from investors through a mix of debt and equity. The company announced its most successful sales quarter yet, saying it sold 10,000 desks between January and March. It further said that it is aiming to become profitable this year. WeWork India is owned and operated by Empathy Group.